Dear finance professionals and students, welcome to podcast of Fca Deepak Rao, a practicing chartered accountant. Daily news and updates for 17th April 2025. Indian companies' external commercial borrowings surpassed $50 billion in financial year 25 with February registrations at $2.63 billion. Tata Steel led borrowers, raising $750 million for overseas investments. Varanasi Aurangabad NH-2 Tollway secured over $370 million for refinancing and infrastructure, while NBFCs like Mahindra and Mahindra Financial also tapped into foreign loans. PwC is scaling back its global operations, shutting down businesses in several smaller and riskier countries following scandals and disagreements with local partners. The firm faced client losses and layoffs after being pressured to drop risky clients. This decision follows a fine in China for audit failures related to Evergrande's fraud and another in Britain related to Wyelands Bank. The US and UK entities of KPMG International paid $210 million to jointly acquire a 33% stake in KPMG Global Services or KGS from the professional services giant's member firm in India. The deal marks the first divestiture of a Big Four captive in India. The Goods and Services Tax Network or GSTN has issued an advisory stating that Table 3.2 of Form GSTR 3B would be non-editable from the April 2025 tax period. This table auto-populates interstate supply details made to unregistered persons, composition taxpayers, and UIN holders based on data reported in Form GSTR 1, Form GSTR 1A, or IFF. Therefore, manual edits will no longer be allowed, and Form GSTR 3B must be filed with system-generated values. Further advised that any corrections should be made by amending the corresponding values in Form GSTR 1A or through Form GSTR 1 or IFF in subsequent periods. The taxpayers should ensure accurate reporting in their respective forms to avoid discrepancies and maintain GST compliance. SEBI has introduced a standardized format for applications by mutual funds intending to establish a specialized investment fund or SIF to ensure uniformity and streamline the processing of such applications. Further, SEBI has issued a detailed format for the Investment Strategy Information Document or ISID for SIFs. The introduction of SIFs is intended to bridge the gap between mutual funds and PMS in terms of portfolio flexibility. The circular shall be effective from April 11th, 2025. RBI has directed all applicants, including regulated entities, to use PRAVA to submit applications for regulatory authorizations, licenses, and approvals to the RBI using the application forms already available in the portal. Applications for which a specific form is unavailable can be submitted using the general purpose form. In exceptional cases, public members who cannot submit their applications through the PRAVA system may submit their applications directly to the RBI. This podcast is sponsored by Sound of CA. We share because we care. Vande Mataram, Jai Hind.